Oh, so today is a huge day for me. It's the first time I've ever read multiple books in a month. So we're going to be going over the 6 books that I read this month in January. First book is Alchemized by Sin Lin Yu. I had no idea what this book was about. I would recommend looking into the trigger warnings before you check this book out. It was a book that certainly wasn't for me. I personally wish that the world was built out a little bit more. Now that I know kind of the where this book comes from, I understand maybe why that wasn't the case. But as someone that knew nothing about this book, the world was very interesting, and I feel like I didn't get enough of it. The romance situation, not really for me, so I don't want to say too much on that. I'm not really a romance reader, but I could see someone that does like those kinds of books would love this. Wasn't my favorite. The next up is The Bone Thief by Vanessa Lilly. In this book, you follow Sid Walker, who is an archaeologist for the Bureau of Indian Affairs. So she basically works with any times there are maybe remains or different artifacts that are of Native American descent. She is kind of called in and she works with those. They end up finding a body that is a few hundred years old. A bunch of chaos kind of ensues. There's also a missing person case that happens in tandem with this. It's a very interesting book in the fact that the author does a really good job of explaining a lot of the history that has happened with the native people of this land of America. Very interesting if you're into that. For me, it was fine, but I'm glad that I read it. Next up was The Hobbit. I mean, I don't really know what to say. This is my first time ever reading a Tolkien book. I'm reading The Fellowship of the Rings now. I absolutely love this. I adored it. I smiled so much when I was reading this. Cannot recommend The Hobbit enough. If you haven't read this, do it. After that, it was Strength of the Few. Was really looking forward to this because I loved Will of the Many. This book, I think personally, it's a great sequel to Will of the Many. It is very different. There is a lot more that goes on. There's a bunch of different worlds that are at play. There's a bunch of different storylines that happen. So I can see maybe someone not enjoying that if they really loved the first storyline of the first book. But for me, I really love this, and I am so excited for the next book that's probably not going to come out for 3,000 years. This next one is called Small Boat. This book kind of follows the internal dialogue of someone that works at this call center that is supposed to send out help for different refugees that are stuck in the canal from France to the UK. Apparently, this is in real life. A lot of people take that to get to the UK. So this is following someone who works at one of those call centers that apparently maybe didn't do their job, and because of that 27 people end up passing away, and it's kind of deals with that person grappling with whether or not they should take any fault in that situation. And the last one I don't have because I listened to the audiobook was Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think everyone's heard about this. So much fun. I am excited to listen to the rest of them. Thank you for listening. Bye.